1 year after the National Assembly election, the Gambia went back to the poll for another election cycle, which is the local government election across the country. Voting began early in the morning, but the voter turnout is extremely low in this part of the country compared to the previous election.
The only unfortunate circumstance that's surrounding us here is the voter low turnout. The turnout is very poor. That's the problem. I think this would have at least been outside Ramadan. But Ramadan, the impact in Basse is too worst. We have not registered any issue that caused any hindrance to the election process. But everything is going on fine, alhamdulillah.
Maybe people do not know the importance of the local government election. This is why. Because probably they think the presidential and the parliamentary is more important. But the local government election is also a very important election, which people should have given due consideration and come and participate. Because it is the only election where the local people decide on what the council should be doing for them as a household and rates and taxpayers.
We are in the month of Ramadan. Some people they don't go to bed early and then they don't wake up early as well. So that could also be a contributing factor to them not coming up early. Yeah, since we started 8 o'clock, more elders are coming. And the majority, I can say, they are women. Women are showing up.
Here in the Upper River region, many aspects attributed the low turnout to Ramadan.
People were here, they come out in large numbers to come to vote. Okay. So maybe later also, others will also come to vote. And by this time, they are at the market. Okay. We are in the month of Ramadan. Okay. So most of these women, they have to go to the market from there, and then they proceed to come and vote. Okay. Yeah.
A little bit dull because of the Ramadan, Some people are, I think, taking time. By towards the midday, they will start coming up and vote. But this early morning or the early hours before midday, you find people after their Fajr prayers, they have to take a nap, sleep, and then wake up, dress up, and then come and vote. There is still time.
The process is going well because, as you know, we are in the Ramadan and people are going to the market first because right now I was inviting others to come and vote. They told me they are at the market, but when they are out, they will come for vote.
During the presidential election and parliament, and this one is different. It's really different because the turnout is very poor.
The Independent Electoral Commission, returning officer in the Upper River region, Lamin Cham, said the election is going peacefully and smoothly, and he added that there were no major challenges confronting the election process.
Everything went as planned. Voting started on honest. People came out to vote. But rather unfortunate, the turnout is not impressive, except maybe 1 or 2 areas so far where I've been to. Bajakunda, the crowd was so overwhelming to an extent that the police could not control the crowd until we had to request for more men to come and give support to those people at Bajakunda because the crowd was huge. That the officers on the ground could not handle it. So we had to request more police officers to reinforce them. Otherwise, there's no problem reported to me. And so far, the areas I've visited, I have not seen anything that can hinder our operation.
Mr. Cham urged all candidates and their supporters to maintain peace during and after the election.
I would like people to stay home and listen to their radios or watch their television stations and get the results from there and let them desist from giving results that are not authentic by the chairman of IEC because that can create confusion. People know in social media, I could remember it was in the National Assembly, people are sending results that are not authenticated by the chairman or neither the returning officer in the regions. So I would advise people to desist from that and when the results are announced, whoever wins, let them jubilate, let them celebrate in peace and within the confines of the law.
Due to the low turnout of voters, barely all queues are empty in all polling stations. To further strengthen the peaceful environment, in ensuring peaceful election, security personnel were also deployed in all voting centers in making sure calm and peace is maintained across the country. At the time of filing this report, there were no major incidents reports affecting the election process in URL. Seydou Camara, reporting for GRTS News from Basse Upper River region.